Yeah, you can. But like I said, I hate building decks that are tailored around one type of deck. So, if I knew my opponent was going to be using a token deck, I still, I don't know. I'd be iffy about constructing a deck just to counter a token deck. Because I like my decks to be able to go against all. But yeah, this is my original vision for the token deck. Let me tell you. This deck, I'm actually very proud of this black and white deck. Overly proud of it, but here we go. Okay. So I have 2 Haunted Witnesses. When it dies, create a 1/1 soldier creature token with lifelink. You know what this does. When they die, they get Afterlife. These have Death Touch and Afterlife 1, so they're more tokens. Priest of Forgotten Gods. Tap, sacrifice 2 other creatures. Any number of targets, each loot 2 life. And sacrifice a creature. And then you'll get 2 swamp lands and draw a card. So it's actually pretty brilliant in the token deck because you use her to sacrifice 2 of your tokens, get your opponent to have to sacrifice a creature, they lose 2 life, you'll get to draw a card and you'll get 2 swamp. So I have 2 of her in here. 3 of these. This is like super terrible in the token deck. It's like super mean because then once you have her on the field, and let's say I have like 20 tokens and I put her on the field, then my opponent can't wipe the board without getting rid of her. Otherwise they lose the game instantly because she'll still go off if she killed at the same time as all the tokens. So she'll go off doing 1 damage to my opponent and gaining me 1 life for every creature that dies. It doesn't say non-token, it's just creature period that includes tokens. So she's pretty brutal in this deck if I'm being honest. Wait, the alarm, 2 of those for tokens, of course. And then we have, let's see, I thought that said final for the longest time, but it said finale. Finale of Glory. You know what this does. It lets me create X22, and then if it's more than 10, it also creates X44. So if it's 10 or more, so if it's at least 10, I'll get 10 of the white soldier, then I'll get 10 of the angels, but if it's combined with this card, they all are angels. And then I want to get more of these, but these are, these are mythic rare, and I don't have, extra mythic rare wilds. But this dude is useful for 2 reasons. 1, he creates a token, a flying token, and furthermore, you can tap 4, exile him to exile target creature. This I put in the deck to test it. Seems to work out pretty good. Whenever another creature or planewalker you control dies, 1/1 counter on him, he can get pretty beefy. He's kind of the long game, kind of, but yeah. Murderous Rider. Murderous Rider is a staple in any black deck, okay? This format, Logan, Murderous Rider is a staple in any deck because it destroys target creature or planeswalker and you lose 2 life. It's better than murder. It's Yeah, plus you can also use him as a creature that has lifelink after you get done with it. So, yeah. And then 2 Rally for the Thrones, token generator bonus. If they're all planes, I get 2 life. This is just a creature killer. Just so you know, in case everything goes wrong and they summon like a 10/10 flying trample, you'll know how it is. I can get rid of, well, I can't even get rid of it if it's a 10/10. If it, before it gets to be a 10/10, I'd get rid of it with this card, okay? 3 heroic banners, I can choose white or black as I need, and then, you know, it will get mana of that chosen color, and my creatures, I'll usually choose white because tokens are white, but if I'm really having trouble with mana, I might choose black just to get that extra mana. Seraph of the Scales, mostly for Afterlife, but I mean, you can make her have Death Touch or Vigilance, and she's flying, so, you know, she is actually good all in all. Now, this creature, if a creature dying causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. And then creature tokens you control have vigilance and lifelink. Okay, the reason why I know she just said a bunch of nonsense basically, but it's good nonsense because of the fact that, like him, his ability triggers on death. So, you know, he would trigger twice, he would trigger twice. This, she would trigger twice too. She's the biggest thing. She'll trigger twice too, so yeah. I only have one of her, but that's because I don't have another rare thingamabob. I'm sure you're starting to sense a pattern. In order to make these, quote, good decks, I don't know why it said in quote, I've even had a good deck, you need wild cards to do so. And then 2 of the, just so I can deal with most permanents, like say they have a artifact or enchantment that is just killing me, you know, handling it would be good. Now this isn't a permanent handle, this is almost a permanent handle. Rarely do I see someone taking the time to destroy this so they can get their card back because it's kind of a waste of a resource at times, and it had convoked, so I can literally just tap on my tokens to play it. So, yeah. Ritual of Soot. You should always have a field wiper if you can. Now, the brilliant thing that can be used in combo with her. Say I have like 30 tokens on the field. And she's on the field too. I play this, not only will my opponent's monster die, my monsters will die too. So that's 30 tokens plus her. So every one of the tokens that died, I would gain 31 life, counting her herself and other 30 tokens, and they will lose 31 life. So yeah, that's an interesting combo. Okay, and then God Eternal Okra, Oketera. What he does is, you know, whenever I summon any creature from my hand, he'll just give it a full black token. Give me a full black zombie token with vigilance. This, anytime I create a token, I just create a 4/4 white angel creature token. 2 of these because, I mean, the second ability saves me a lot. There'll be a lot of times I'll play and my opponent will only have 2 creatures and I'll have none. Because in Magic the Gathering, it's not required for me to have 2 creatures to sacrifice. But if I do, I get to draw 2 cards. That's just an icing on the cake. So I have 2 of her, and she creates tokens, which with this, the tokens would become angels instead. And then I have these planes. And yeah, that is the deck. Hopefully I didn't bore too many of you with that detailed rundown.